Hey, welcome back. So for this video, we are doing the final exercise for advanced part design. This is our cover, and the object will look like this at the very end. So it looks like it can go over a fan. So let's get started. First thing you want to do is create a new document. So this is what it looks like. You want to change your Part Studio name to read cover. So go ahead and right click on your Part Studio, rename it, and write out cover. So at this point, we do want to go on the front plane. But before we create our sketch, let's go to our workspace units and change it to inches. So make sure it reads inches and accept that. So now that we're on our front plane, let's go ahead and click sketch, select front. And we're going to be tracing a few construction lines that will look like this. So notice we have one horizontal, a vertical, another horizontal, and a vertical going down like this. Here's our first horizontal piece. Here's our vertical piece. And we include our horizontal and our last vertical. So notice these are all construction lines. So lastly, we're going to include a spline as well. And we're connecting it to these two ends here. And go ahead and click escape. So at this point, let's go ahead and edit our document. So notice right here, our spline looks like a straight line. We're going to go ahead and give it a little bit of curvature. So we'll edit these. And we're going to go ahead and start putting our dimensions to give it a bit more definition. So let's first start off right here. So let's start off by clicking on this point and our vertical construction line. And notice if we go to the right, we have our value of 1.337. Then we go to the left of the construction line, we get this figure right there. So we're going to be giving it a different value of 5. So the same for this point here. Click on the construction line, hover to the left, go down, and this will have a value of 10. A vertical construction line will have a value of 4. This line right here, let's move this up a little bit. This line right here will have a value of 1.4. And let's go ahead and sketch out 2 more construction lines from this dot to this dot of the spline. And we'll do the same down here. And now let's add some more dimensions. So this will have a value of 1.4. This one will have a value of 1.4. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dimensions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dimensions, and we're good. We click accept. Now for step 2, we're going to revolve this sketch. So go ahead and click on revolve. Let's click on our sketch one. And the revolve axis will be this point here. And if we hover out, this is our new shape, and we go ahead and accept. Now for step 3, we're going to be thickening out this revolve. So go ahead and click on thicken. And we're clicking on this face here. And if we look to the bottom side, zoom in, let's reverse the direction. So right here it's going to the outside. We want it to go to the inside. And this will have a thickness of 0.125. For step 4, we are making 2 circles on our top plane. So let's go ahead and do that. So top plane, sketch, top. And let's go ahead and start making these circles. 1 circle, and then a second larger circle, which will be on the outside of a ring. So at this point, let's go ahead and put a constraint. For the small circle, we'll constrain it to the size of the inner shell of our previous feature. And then the dimension for our outer ring will have a value of 10.5. And that is good right there. We hit accept. So keep in mind, both of these circles are constrained at the origin. Let's go ahead and show that. Oops, they're not. Let's go ahead and add that. Concentric to this point and concentric to the center. All right, we're good. So let's go ahead and accept. All right, so this will be a new part. So notice we have part 1 here. So let's go ahead and create part 2. So we are extruding our previous sketch. And notice in here in the merge scope, let's go ahead and erase this right here. So we're creating a brand new part. This is going to be new, aligned. Depth is going to be 3 inches. This is to ensure that our new extrude will be above our revolve feature. And we go ahead and click accept. All right, for step 6, let's go ahead and create a shell. So we're going to extrude that shell right there. And let's actually hide part 1. We won't need to visualize that right now. The thickness will be 0.1 inches. We got that. We're good. For step 7, we're creating a line. And the sketch plane is our extruded piece. So let's go ahead and go to the top view. Create sketch. And our sketch plane is this figure right here. So notice it is the top of our shell. There it is. All right, so once again, I clicked on one of these features right here, the line. So let's go ahead and get our line. It will be vertical. We're going to zoom out and connect it to the bottom layer here, and it'll be a vertical line. So we're good. All right, so let's just check our constraints. Coincidental, and vertical, and vertical. All right, we're good. Let's click circular pattern. We'll click our line, and we're censoring it. So notice this, we can actually fix it on our origin. This is what we want. So let's go click again, and we accept it. Let's drag this out, double click, and type 40. So by doing this, we do a symmetrical circular pattern all the way around our device with 40 lines. And we accept. Now for step 8, we're going to do another sketch. Our sketch plane will be connected to this face right here, this top bar. Okay. So now what we're going to do, we're going to sketch out 3 circles connected to the origin. We'll do our first little one, our bigger one, and our last one right there. So let's now we're going to add these dimensions. So this will have a value of 9.5. This one will have a value of 8. And this other ring will have a value of 6.5. So now just to make sure our lines are concentric to the origin, let's go ahead and add those relationships. And our last one right at the origin. Okay. And we go ahead and accept. So notice our lines are already added right here. We have our grid. And this grid is connected to this top feature right here. All right, so now for step 10, we're going to create a rib. So let's go ahead and select that. So the profiles that we're sketching out are here and here. So we want this grid system, and we want it to connect to our part number 2. So I have a thickness of 0.1, and it will be normal to the sketch plane. And there it is. Our computer has calculated this grid system. So let's go ahead and accept this. And now for step 11, we're using a Boolean feature to merge these 2 drawings right here, part 1 and part 2. So we're going to intersect the pieces. So part 1, part 2, and we go ahead and check this off. So this is our new figure and what we wanted to create. So for step 12, I was a bit confused with this part. If you figure it out, comment below, and I'll go ahead and remake the video and upload it again. But anyways, for this part, all you need to do is just select anywhere here on the top face, click it, and you'll be getting your area measurement. So use that to answer the following self-check. And thank you for watching. Check out the other videos.